Welcome back to Rexford. It's time. The Doomsday clock has started the countdown and we are about to relive the glory days. To celebrate, I'm gonna create an epic poster for Avengers Doomsday. This is gonna be a daunting task since we heard so many people are returning to this movie, but I mainly focus on the characters in this image. Also, I'm gonna reuse some of the images that I used for the Avengers the Kang Dynasty poster I made a while back since they're already in my library. Do check that video out after you finish with this, and let's get started. To start things off, I'm gonna place Dr. Doom himself. I'm using the cardboard cutout poster since so many people are saying that this will be his look. And I'm gonna get another full body image and merge them together. I will fast forward some of the pen tool selections since it's not that interesting to look at. Next, I'm gonna place Loki on the bottom. I want to put him like the root of this poster as I plan to add time branches originating from him throughout the poster. Then I got an image of the Sanctum Sanctorium from Doctor Strange. Some people say that's what's behind the Avengers Doomsday posters. Not sure about that, but since it looks like it, I'm gonna use it anyway. Also, I'm gonna give it some light rays to make it more intense. Also gonna increase the height of the canvas since the last time also I needed more room. Now I'm gonna work on Thor. We know from the trailers that he is gonna have short hair, so I'm gonna use this image from Thor Ragnarok and I'm gonna merge it with another image I found in DeviantArt. Links to these images are in the description. Then I'm gonna place him on the left. My plan is to put the big three in front. By big three, I mean Steve Rogers, Thor, and Captain America. This is the same image I used in the Kang Dynasty poster since it's the only good poster I could find of Sam. Now we're gonna put some other characters starting with Ant-Man. I got this, I think this is from the Quantumania movie. I'm just gonna quickly cut it out and placed him behind Cap. Also Shang-Chi, we heard he's gonna be in the movie. Again, both Winter Soldier and the US Soldier are the same image I used in my previous poster since it looks awesome. Then I'm gonna place Ghost, eventually all the new Avengers. Again, I'm gonna use the same images I used for the Kang Dynasty poster. We got the Red Guardian, and I think Yelena. We have to put Sentry later on. But now we're gonna work on Mystique. For what I've seen in that picture, we will see her in the comic accurate costume. So I'm gonna make her look similar to the comic books, but not too much effort since we're not gonna see that much of the body. Since we are stacking up heroes on top of each other, I don't think we're gonna see her full body, but I'm gonna make it as accurate as possible. Place her in the canvas, and for Nightcrawler I couldn't find any good posters, just the X2 promotional poster, and I'm just gonna use that since I don't know what he's gonna look like in the new movie since we only saw him in that X2 movie. And now we're gonna create Magneto. I think we might see him in a more comic book accurate costume, so to do that, I'm gonna create him in the style of the X-Men 97 cartoon series, with the white long hair. I stole the hair from Lucius Malfoy and then the body from, I believe, the X-Men Apocalypse movie. Again, not giving too much effort since we're not gonna see the whole body, just the face. And now that's done, same goes to Professor X. Got an image from Logan, and I also got a screenshot from the Avengers Doomsday trailer. I'm gonna take that X-Men costume and try to merge it with this head. But then again, it didn't matter at the end because when I placed it, I realized you can actually see the whole body, just his head. Then I'm gonna add some few more characters, not much editing, just trying to figure out where to place them. Okay, I'm not sure we're gonna see Doctor Strange in this film, but since we added the Sanctum Centurium, I feel like including him. But then again, there's no confirmation that he will appear. Although in the Kang Dynasty movie, he said he had an important part to play. But I don't know, I just included him. Then I'm gonna put the Fantastic Four, put the title. Okay, here's another character that's not yet confirmed, Spider-Man. We're gonna see him in Brand New Day, but we have no news that he will appear in Avengers Doomsday, but I'm gonna include it. After finally placing the characters, now it's time to create those time branches I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna create a brush stroke with some inner and outer glow, then I'm gonna draw over the canvas. Also, I'm gonna use a lightning overlay to give more strength to the branch. Then I'm gonna erase some of the parts to make it look like it's going through those characters, and then after that is done, I'm gonna erase those extra parts from the characters. Now it's time to color correct and add some highlights. This part is very repetitive, but basically what I'm doing is creating an exposure adjustment layer to add the shadows and to control where the highlight's gonna pop in, and also a color balance to give that green tint, and another green highlight to make it look like the light from the time branches is bouncing through every character. Also, I forgot Cyclops. For him, I'm gonna use a screenshot from the trailer, and I had to add some extra highlights for him because of his beard. That was tedious to do, but finally I'm gonna add some haze behind each character to make them pop up more. and some lens flare and some dust particles as the final touches. And I forgot Steve Rogers. I quickly went into the Avengers game, got a screenshot of the body with him in the Endgame suit, since we saw on the trailer that he has the Endgame suit. Added Chris Evans' face and removed the shield, because I think he will take the Nomad route, otherwise it will be a very awkward conversation with Sam with like, I'm gonna need that shield back. After all that is done, and now it's time to add a camera raw filter, and here is the final result. That's it for this video. Make sure to check out my other videos too, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video.